on though. I have so many regrets. I am trying to leave the house on a bike ride, the first bike ride in a month. That's how awful the weather has been here. It's just been 3 major back-to-back storms, ice, flooding, torrential rain, really strong winds, everything. And today was forecast to be dry, and I've just got everything together. I'm wearing all the clothes, set my bike up, and it started raining. To clarify, this river is not normally anywhere near this high. Oh my God. So yesterday, this park must have been completely flooded because look. It's unbelievable. The river could knock all that down. Really? This children's park is really new. It replaced an old one, and the river must have been so high yesterday that it flooded this entire park and knocked down these metal fences. But it did a really good job of rounding up the leaves, to be fair, so. Okay, this is a footpath under a bridge. Don't think I'll be going under there. I've never seen this flooded, although I do know that it floods. It stopped raining like properly yesterday evening maybe, but Dartmoor is up there and this river obviously starts much further up, so there's so much water coming off the moor and just piling down here. It is, and it's already receded so much you can see like the tide line of it. We had a severe storm a couple of weeks ago that caused loads of damage, shut a railway line, all that kind of jazz. Yeah, it's kind of thwarted the old cycling plans a lot though. Literally I just haven't been able to get out. Obviously the days are quite short because it's January. And then it's just raining the whole time, or it's sheet ice, or it's gusting 60-mile-an-hour winds, and there is no cessation. And if it's clear for an hour, well, guaranteed that's an hour when I have to drive to my part-time job teaching people how to swim. But also now I'm out on my bike again. I've got a new saddle, that's very exciting, because in the crash my bike had, after being on the top of a car and then driving through a car park height barrier, you know what happened. After that, when I got it back, the saddle had been completely destroyed in that crash, so I had bought myself a temporary replacement bike over the summer from a charity. I was using that saddle on my Ribble, on this bike, when I got my Ribble back. God, this water is crazy. But that saddle was awful and super uncomfortable, so I put off buying a new saddle for months and months and months, even though it was only about £39, I think. It just seemed like a lot of money when I didn't really have any money. I just paid, 300 odd quid to have my bike fixed, and being moderately unemployed for months and months and months at a time, thanks to tech layoffs, basically meant that I didn't buy a new saddle. So I've got a new saddle now, finally. I bought myself it at Christmas. Oh my gosh. So I bought a new saddle for myself, and it's amazing. It's the Live Approach. Oh no. It's the Live Approach saddle. It's giant approach saddle. Oh, are we gonna cycle through this? And it's a great saddle. I'm really pleased, even though I've only ridden about 5 kilometers. Oh, my brakes. But because I've now been out on my bike for the first time in a month, I remembered all the things that are wrong with my bike and that I need to fix, but I don't have. It's so hard to justify this kind of expenditure, so my gears aren't working at the moment. Like, they are sometimes, but not very often. Maybe you can tell me what's wrong. Basically, look at this. That's not doing anything. I can just push it and it's not doing anything at all. It just has no resistance whatsoever. It does it all the time. And it's happened since the crash. So I can't really change gear, which I'd forgotten about. And I live on Dartmoor, so that's a problem. Also, my brakes are screeching at me. So that's a problem. Those things need to be fixed. The question is, am I going to cycle through this flooded road? I'm gonna do it because it's an adventure. All right? Oh no, I have so many regrets. I thought this would be shallower. I thought I could just do half pedals and keep my feet dry, but I can't. This is a road, by the way. It's not a track or anything. It's not like a gravel track. This is a road. Okay, this is a steep hill, but it's worth it because look what I found. It's a few days from the end of January and the snowdrops are out, and that is such good news. Such good news, because that means, well, actually, snowdrops means winter, but to me it means spring's coming because there are flowers out. So I made it 50 minutes. That was a 50-minute bike ride. The weather, the bike, none of it was really ideal, and now it's chucking it down again, so I actually made a really good decision. It's so difficult to get out in winter, and I know people talk about it being really wet in the UK in general, but it's not any wetter than Germany, for instance. You can look up the annual rainfall. It's just sometimes when it comes back to back, it feels absolutely relentless. And when it's cold and your bike's not working very well and you don't have much in the way of hope that it's going to be a good ride, it's really hard to maintain any kind of motivation to be out in this kind of weather. It's just grim out there, it really is. Also, I'm moving house, which is a lot, and I am in the middle of like this incredibly intensive interview process and like a ton of other stuff as well. So I don't have the cognitive space to find the motivation to go cycling in 6-degree rain in January. I would say that it's going to get better really quickly, but the next month is February, and in my head January is always much better than February, so I hope that's not true. But February to me is the wet one. That's the wet, the cold, the grey. It often gets colder in February, I feel, than it does in December and January. Oh God. Anyway, I got outside. Tell me in the comments how many times you have been cycling in January. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, still tell me, but don't rub it in, okay? How's the weather been with you? If you're in the UK, I already know the answer, but tell me how many times you've managed to get out on your bike anyway this month, because I do really want to know. I hope you guys have found more pockets of sunshine, any kind of good cycling conditions. I hope you found more than I have, because I've basically found 50 minutes in a month. That's it. All right, I'll see you on the next one. It's going to be better than this. It might not be a ride. Maybe it'll be a useful review, because I do have some of those I need to film, of cool stuff that I just have and I love. So yeah, may the sun shine on you. See ya.